defensively, both of these ball clubs have on occasion throughout the year shown a few discrepancies. And this afternoon's ball game is one of those that I think, Vince, those who are in the business of picking odds and favorite football teams are just not too sure which way it will go.
Well, they pick it St. Louis by 1. Some people pick it St. Louis by 2. And, of course, back home, Baltimore is supposed to win, as they're always supposed to win when they run out there. I don't know, Chuck. Great offenses, and you just never know what might happen. St. Louis has a sensational defensive backfield, and we wonder if Bert Jones will be able to pierce that. The St. Louis Cardinals, on the other hand, have protected the quarterback very well, so Hart should be able to throw against the Colts defensive backfield. The weather's perfect as far as the players are concerned. A little nippy for the fans, 34 degrees, and we look forward to one of the shootouts of the year. And we'll be ready with the opening kickoff in 90 seconds.
We'll receive the kickoff, defending the end zone to our left as we go to work in the first quarter. And as Vince and I mentioned a moment ago, really, this is the kind of a football game that could go a lot of different ways. It could turn out that it'll be one of those wide-open, free-scoring battles. Then again, it might turn out that the two most important men on the field this afternoon would be Jim Bakken and Tony Linhart.
I think you're definitely right, Chuck. Bakken is one of the premier field goal kickers, a great kickoff man, and just a kicking specialist for years at St. Louis. Has won so many games. The Cardinals, on the other hand, Chuck, have been, I think, in 7 games this year where it's been decided in the last couple of minutes, either win or lose. Bakken has played a role in many of those victories.
And they also got mixed up in 4 games like that a year ago. Bakken is all ready to kick off, goes to my right, to my left, at the 5-yard line, waiting to kick off. Howard Stevens to his left, Don McCauley to his right, Jackie Wallace. Bakken hits it high, he popped it up, not very deep. Coming up on it at about the 18-yard line, Stevens to the 25, to the 30, on his feet at the 35, spun off the spin, fumbled, had a big pile up for it at around the 37-yard line. Cardinal football.
Eddie Moss.
That's the guy who recovered Stevens' fumble, and Moss recovered. And the Cardinals have the first break of the ball game. St. Louis has worked now at the Baltimore Colts 37-yard line. Offensively, their quarterback is Jim Hart. J.V. Kane will be one of the tight ends. And coming out here now comes Mel Gray wide to the left side of the set. In a slot to the left side is Otis. And Jerry Latin is starting in the backfield alongside of Metcalf. Waiting for the takeaway by quarterback Hart in the first offensive play. The handoff to Otis to the right side. Over the 35, down around the 32-yard line he goes before he is stacked up by the likes of Darrell Luce, the linebacker on that side. Joe Ehrman also helped out on the play. And now instead of Latin in the backfield, number 34 racing out there is Steve Jones, and Latin drops off. So the Cardinals now have the ball at the Baltimore 32-yard line. A gain of 5, second down and 5 at that spot. They this time send Otis, Ike Harris wide to the right side of the set, and now go to a standard pro set with Otis and number 34 in the backfield, Jones. The give goes to Otis down the middle, the big boomer down to the Baltimore 25. Just shy of the 25-yard line. He has been racked up by Stan White and others. Just a power thrust right up the middle for a first down. Otis, the ball carrier, 7-year veteran out of Ohio State, one of those 225-pound running backs who's just a fair cat to handle.
Well, the other Cubs have played the Colts recently. The Jets last week, Miami, New England have run right at them successfully, and Otis in the first 2 pops has 12 yards in the first down.
Now they come out into an I formation, and the front man in the I is Otis. The second man in the I is Metcalf. They go out of it to a standard pro set, first down at the Baltimore 25. Takeaway goes to Otis into the middle. He's down to the Baltimore 20, and inside the 20 before he is stacked up by John Dutton trailing the play. Right down the middle, right down the gut, and the last one up is Dutton from the 25 to the 20, second and 5 for the Cardinals at the Baltimore 20-yard line. This early break for the Cardinals set up when Howard Stevens fumbled the kickoff return. It was recovered by Moss of the Cardinals at the Baltimore 37. Now it's second and 5 at the Baltimore 20. They send Mel Gray wide to the right side, and also out that way is Ike Harris wide right. A split in the backfield, nobody behind the quarterback. Hart, takeaway by Hart. It goes to Metcalf to the right side, bounces outside, makes a cut, and then ran into trouble. As moving in quickly with Freddie Cook, he got there first of all and knocks him down around maybe the 22-yard line. A loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up Cardinals 3rd and 7 at the Baltimore 22.
I think the cornerback Mumford, as they say, read the run immediately and got up to protect the outside, and Freddie Cook had help from Mumford, and together they made the stop, a loss of 2.
Otis comes out of the backfield. Jones goes in, so it's Jones and Metcalf right now. Ike Harris going wide right. Wide left comes the brilliant Mel Gray. A standard pro set backfield, and now they split it with nobody directly behind the quarterback, Hart. It's 3rd 7 from the Baltimore 22. The Colts may have jumped off. Hart is back to throw, looking to the far sideline. It's going to be caught at the Baltimore 10 to the 5, and down goes Mel Gray. I think that Ike Harris. A penalty flag has been dropped, and it might be either Baltimore offside or procedure against the Cardinals. We'll wait and see what it'll be, but the advance is to the Baltimore 3. And it apparently has been Baltimore offside. That's exactly what it was. Harris caught it, went down to the Baltimore 3, where it's 1st down, goal to go at the Colts 3-yard line. Otis and Metcalf they come out in a full house backfield now. A great big T. You don't see it very often. It's Metcalf in the middle, Otis, and the other side, Jones. Double tight ends from the 3-yard line. The takeaway by quarterback Hart. Waiting for the snap. Still waiting. He's got to Metcalf. He goes to the right side, and it's snowed under by Mumford, who got in there first of all and dropped him for what may be a loss of 2 yards or so, back to about the 5. 2nd down and goal at the Colt 5.
They run it up the middle, and they run it to the left side effectively, but twice they've tried to get Metcalf outside right, and Mumford both times has cut it off. So goal to go at the 5 on 2nd down.
And it isn't very often you see that full house backfield, but the Cardinals used it on the last play, and they're going to use it again this time. J.B. Kane, the tight end on the left side, Jackie Smith on the right side, a full house, big T backfield. With in motion out of it now comes Jones to this near sideline, waiting for the takeaway by Hart. He fakes, wants to throw, looks into the end zone, fires for the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.